The year is 1954. The world is still recovering from the aftershocks of war, and the boundaries of nations feel more defined than ever. Yet in the heart of Tokyo, something is about to challenge the very idea of borders. At Tokyo's Haneda Airport, the usual bustle is interrupted by a singular anomaly. Travelers hurry to their destinations, unaware that history is quietly unfolding at the customs desk. A well-dressed Caucasian man steps up to customs, presenting a passport with a confident smile. He looks every bit the seasoned traveler, calm, collected and sure of himself. The officer examines the document, expecting routine, but something is off. There's a subtle tension in the air, a sense that this is no ordinary encounter. The passport appears genuine, right texture, correct markings, stamps from previous travels. Every detail seems to check out as if it's passed through countless borders before. But the country of issue is Taured, a name that means nothing to the officer, yet is printed as clearly as any other. The officer checks his list of nations. Taured isn't there. He flips through pages, searching for a clue, but finds only confusion. He calls his supervisor. They're both baffled. The name rings no bells, and the passport's authenticity only deepens the mystery. The traveler, unfazed, insists Taured is a small country between France and Spain, over 1,000 years old. He speaks with conviction, as if the existence of Taured is an obvious fact. The officials know the region, Andorra exists, but Taured does not. They point to maps, searching for any trace, but the name is absent. The man's story is unwavering. He's here for business, and the delay is frustrating. He produces business documents, hotel reservations, and even local currency. The officials' questions grow sharper. The man's patience thins. He answers every query, but the answers only raise more questions. He can't believe they've never heard of his homeland. To him, Taured is as real as any other country on the map. Is this a prank, a forgery, or something stranger? The officials exchange skeptical glances, unsure what to make of the situation. They escort him to a private room for further questioning. The air grows heavier with uncertainty. As he's led away, the airport's noise fades into an uneasy silence. The ordinary rhythm of travel is replaced by a sense of suspense. The mystery of the man from Taured has begun. Whispers ripple through the staff, and a sense of the uncanny settles over the terminal. A routine arrival has become an international enigma. What started as a simple passport check now threatens to upend everything the officials thought they knew. The officials are left with a question. How can a man possess a passport from a country that doesn't exist? The answer seems just out of reach. The traveler's confidence only deepens the puzzle. He sits calmly, as if he's done this 100 times before. The world outside moves on, but inside Haneda, reality has just been challenged. The boundaries between fact and fiction blur for everyone involved. The man from Taured stands at the center of a mystery that defies explanation. His presence is a riddle, and the answer remains elusive. The story is about to get even stranger. What happens next will only deepen the sense of the impossible. The officials prepare for a deeper investigation. Files are opened, phones ring, and the search for answers begins in earnest. The world, for a moment, feels a little less certain. In the shadowy corners of Haneda Airport, the impossible has just walked in. In a stark interrogation room, the air is thick with suspicion and uncertainty. The fluorescent lights flicker overhead, casting long shadows across the cold metal table. The officials press the traveler for answers, their voices sharp and insistent, determined to unravel the truth behind his bizarre story. "Where are you from?" they demand, their patience thinning. "Taured," he repeats, his frustration mounting as the minutes tick by. To him, their confusion is absurd. Taured is as real as any other country he's ever known. He cannot comprehend their disbelief. He claims to be a businessman here for a crucial meeting with a major Japanese corporation, his itinerary meticulously planned. To clarify, they unroll a world map, its surface worn from years of use. "Show us Taured," they instruct, hoping for a breakthrough. He points confidently to the border between France and Spain, where only Andorra appears, not the country he insists exists. Panic flickers across his face. He insists the map is wrong. Taured should be there, nestled in the Pyrenees, just as he remembers. The officials check his story, making calls and cross-referencing documents. The company he names exists, but they've never heard of him or his firm. Every detail leads to a dead end. No records, no matches, no trace of his existence in their world. The man's confidence crumbles into fear and confusion. His certainty is replaced by a growing sense of dread. He speaks fluent Japanese, French, and German, adding to the mystery. His accent is perfect, his knowledge impeccable. The officials are stumped. He's not a criminal or a prankster. His distress seems real, his story unwavering. Who is this man with a perfect passport from a country that doesn't exist? The document is authentic, yet impossible. His itinerary is detailed, but untraceable. Every appointment, every contact leads nowhere. He looks at the world and sees a glaring error, as if reality itself has shifted beneath his feet. The interrogation drags on, hours slipping by. But the mystery only deepens with every question asked. The man from Taured is a paradox, real yet impossible. He exists, but his origins defy explanation. The officials are left with more questions than answers, their notes filling with contradictions and impossibilities. The traveler's story is unshakable, but the evidence is vanishing, as if reality is erasing his presence. The case is no closer to resolution. The officials are exhausted, their certainty unraveling. The man's world and ours do not align. Two realities side by side, but never touching. The officials must decide what to do next. The enigma grows, casting a shadow over everything they thought they knew. The legend of the man from Taured takes root, whispered in the halls of the airport and beyond, a mystery that refuses to fade. The evidence is even stranger than the story. Every detail, every scrap of paper seems to hint at a life that should be ordinary, yet nothing about it is. The man's briefcase contains a wallet with legitimate European currencies, a driver's license from Taured, and business documents. Each item appears authentic, as if plucked from the life of a seasoned traveler. There's a checkbook from a Taured bank, business cards, hotel reservations, and correspondence. The paperwork is thorough, the details precise. Nothing seems out of place at first glance. He even has travel itineraries and dated receipts, all pointing to a life spent moving between countries, conducting business as usual. His passport is filled with authentic-looking visa stamps, including some from Haneda Airport. The stamps are crisp, the ink fresh, as if he'd just arrived. The officials are chilled. How can a man have real stamps from their airport for a country that doesn't exist? Their confusion grows with every page they turn. Every document paints a picture of a routine business traveler. He should be just another face in the crowd, blending in perfectly. Yet none of it can be traced. The companies don't know him, the banks don't exist, and Taured is a phantom. Every lead vanishes into thin air. The man is a contradiction, a life meticulously documented but completely unverifiable. It's as if he's stepped out of a parallel world. Is he a master forger, a spy, or something stranger? The possibilities are as unsettling as they are endless. The evidence doesn't point to a simple lie. It's too elaborate, too convincing to be dismissed as a hoax. It suggests a truth that doesn't fit our world. The case refuses to be solved by logic or reason. The contents of his briefcase are artifacts from a place that isn't on any map. Each item is a clue, but none lead to answers. The officials are left with a puzzle that defies logic. The mystery deepens, and the man from Taured remains an enigma, his story suspended between reality and the impossible. With no crime committed but no answers, the authorities detain the man overnight. He's placed in a guarded hotel room, one entrance, no balcony, a sealed window. 2 guards are posted outside his door all night. Morning comes. They knock. No answer. The room is empty. The bed unslept in. The man is gone. The bathroom is empty. The window is sealed. No sign of escape. Panic erupts. A search of the hotel and airport turns up nothing. The man from Taured has vanished as mysteriously as he arrived. Even more baffling, his confiscated documents have disappeared from the secure airport office. Passport, license, checkbook, gone. It's as if the universe erased every trace of him. The officials are left with nothing but questions. The case is now an unsolvable riddle. The man and all evidence of his existence have vanished. The story is now legend. The world is left to wonder. The impossible has happened. The most grounded theory: he was a spy. The 1950s were the height of the Cold War. Elaborate cover stories were common. Maybe Taured was a deep-cover legend designed to confuse authorities. His language skills, calm under pressure, and forged documents fit the profile. His disappearance could have been a masterful escape, aided by unseen allies. But why use a passport from a non-existent country? That's a red flag, not a disguise. His genuine confusion doesn't fit a seasoned agent. The operation to retrieve his documents would be nearly impossible. The spy theory explains some things, but not the bizarre details. It roots the mystery in human action, but leaves too many questions. The truth remains elusive. Another theory: he suffered a profound psychological break. Perhaps he created the identity of a businessman from Taured to cope with trauma or illness. His confusion and fear were real, not faked. His fluency and appearance could be remnants of a once successful life. The documents might be forgeries he made during his delusion. But how did he vanish from a locked, guarded room? Could a delusional man also be a brilliant escape artist? The psychological theory explains his behavior, but not the impossible disappearance. The mystery remains unsolved. The story resists easy answers. The most fantastic theory: he was a traveler between dimensions. In his world, Taured is real, right where Andorra is on our maps. His passport, money and business were genuine, but from his reality. The interdimensional slip theory explains every bizarre detail. His confusion at the map, the authentic stamps, the vanishing act, all make sense if he slipped between worlds. When he returned to his own dimension, his documents vanished too. It's a clean, if incredible, explanation, but it requires belief in parallel universes, something science can't yet prove. For some, it's too far-fetched. For others, it's the only theory that fits. The story becomes a window into a larger, stranger reality. The legend endures. The mystery remains. The man from Taured's story has no official documentation, no police reports, no news articles. It first appeared decades later in books on the paranormal. This suggests it may be a modern urban legend, not a historical event. The story has all the ingredients of a viral mystery: a strange traveler, impossible evidence, a baffling disappearance. It's been retold and refined, spreading across the internet. The legend resonates because it feels like it could be true. It taps into our fascination with the unknown. Whether fact or fiction, it's become a cultural touchstone. The story's journey from rumor to phenomenon is a mystery itself. The man vanished, but his story endures. The world is left to wonder. So what do you believe? Was the man from Taured a Cold War spy, a troubled soul, or a traveler from another world? Or is it all a brilliant piece of modern folklore? The story endures because it has no easy answers. It invites us to question reality and embrace the unknown. The final question isn't for me to answer, it's for you. What do you believe happened at Haneda